So, Facebook and Twitter are finding themselves in an unenviable position in India. As the country is dealing with a tragic rise in COVID-19 cases, the government, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has requested that both companies remove content from their sites that has been critical of the Modi administration's response to COVID. And Facebook earlier last week temporarily hid all posts that included the hashtag Resign Modi. Now, the company said that it did that by mistake and that the government of India did not ask them to do that. But both companies have voluntarily taken down content that has been critical of the government of Modi. It sort of exposed a tricky situation for these companies because they are American companies and they have their stated goals of connecting people and fostering open and free conversation. But when they operate in other countries, they are beholden to the laws in that country. And so the digital speech regulations in India are a little different than they are in the United States. There is a law passed in 2000 in India that governs all of this. But in February, amid sort of massive protests by farmers against new agricultural laws, via executive order, the government changed that 2000 law a little bit. And what that did was gave the government new powers to sort of lean on social media companies over what is posted. And that happened amid these farmer protests because a lot of supporters of the farmers had taken to Twitter. That came to a head when the government of India threatened to jail India-based employees of Twitter if they did not delete a number of accounts. Now, they did go ahead and delete some accounts. They held firm on accounts belonging to journalists, belonging to elected officials, and other sort of established personalities. This most recent episode, both companies did succumb to the demands of the government. It's a tricky situation. These are companies that their aim is to
Facebook ads,
generate revenue, and India, with something like 755 million internet users, is a huge market that is second only to China. And so a lot of folks in India who I spoke with are disappointed that these companies have gone along with Modi's demands, because they want to see these companies act sort of in the spirit of their mission and not in the spirit of their bottom line. Other folks in India believe that it's not so much the companies who are at fault, but it's the law. They want new laws that would demand accountability and transparency, not only from the companies, but also from the Indian government.